What's up, my friends? I'm Stat. This is going to be my first impressions of No Man's Sky. I just finished a 15-hour live stream, which was actually insane. We hit 10,000 concurrents, and it was just madness. So let's get into my thoughts on the game after 15 hours. So the game is just unbelievable in the way that the game is so vast. It gives you this feeling of loneliness, a feeling of no one's around. It's beautiful, but it's also frightening. Like some of these caves, like you don't really want to go in the caves. Some of these animals, they look super scary. Sometimes you land on a planet and this animal is coming after you. And I think it's fascinating that you can land on a planet and one time you can be totally just like everyone's chill, no one's attacking you. Next time you land, different planet, all of a sudden they're nuts and they just want to like fuck your shit up. And it's happened to me where I land on a planet and then these sentinels are just nuts. They won't stop chasing me. They're pissed off. And then another time there's like sentinels are cool, but then you got these animals. They're just going crazy. Animals, creatures, whatever they are. I also really enjoy the art style. Some people were complaining about the graphics. Honestly, I like the graphics. Considering what this game is accomplishing, I think it's unbelievable. And huge props to the people who made this game. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it, but I do hope that it's something that game developers continue to do or try to implement in other games in the future, because I think it has endless possibilities. There's a few things that I really like in the game. I really like the feeling of distance in the game, when you can literally be in space and then you're flying towards planet and you're going at a certain speed and you're not going light speed, or you're going like a slower speed, and it literally says 6 hours. It'll take you 6 hours to get there if you go at that speed. And then you just put on like the hyper boost or whatever and you're like, boom, you're there in like seconds. And it's so cool. And then you land on this planet, you know, and you're just cruising around on your ship, and then finally you see something, you land, you go inside, there's a terminal, you press on the terminal, and then there's a question of like some sort of weird question that maybe you have a little hint to help answer because you know some information about the species. And then when you get the answer right, it kind of leads you in a direction on the planet that you probably would never have gone to, because the planet is so huge that it's literally like impossible to explore the planet, because it's not impossible, it would take forever to do that on every planet. So this thing gives you a direction to go in, and if you would have got the question wrong, you wouldn't have got that information. And I like that. It's like, you fuck up, you pay the price. And then they have the space battles, which are pretty cool. I like the space battles. I think those are awesome. I feel like the controllers are a little wonky when it comes to some of the space battle stuff, like the aiming. Same with aiming on the ground. It's a little strange, but it's not terrible. You know, it's just, I feel like it's a little, you have to get used to it. You got to get used to it. I haven't gotten too far into the crafting of my weapons or upgrading my weapons. I have this feeling that you have these options that you can go in one direction or another direction. Like, do you want to be this guy who has amazing firepower and you can just take out sentinels like crazy, or you want to be a guy who kind of doesn't want to mess with the sentinels, and you go and you're just mining and mind your own business? Because I feel like there's two ways to go about it, especially if you're on a planet where the sentinels are crazy. You might want to throw on those upgrades so that when you're on that planet you can literally fend them off without, there maybe be an issue because they're pretty hard. They're scary, especially when you get to like level 4. I don't think I've ever gotten to level 5 yet, but level 4, when that two-legged thing comes, man, is that frightening. I'm like, yo, I see that thing, I'm fucking out of there. Peace. A lot of people were, you know, confused about the idea of multiplayer, and I don't know if it's actually possible to connect with people in this game and actually walk by someone, but I feel like if I did, I probably wouldn't even know because I see other ships flying around all the time. And then what, all of a sudden this person flies by, I probably wouldn't even know unless there's something specifically there for me to know. But how am I supposed to know? Because we don't know what it looks like. We don't know what that tag is. Like, how do we notice it? So I just feel like meeting someone, I feel like the chances are so unlikely, and I would love to see someone who meets someone else. I would love to see it. I think it would be a fascinating thing. I don't even know if you could talk to each other via like microphone, because that would be also really cool. Two strangers meeting, you know, on a planet. But I don't know if that's, you know, I don't even know if it's possible. But I think that these guys are going to continue to work on this game. They seem to love this game. It's like their baby, and you know, they're working on new things. They're talking about, you know, adding new things. I'm excited for the future of this game. I think that it has a lot of potential. I plan on streaming it a lot, so if you guys were there for the stream, make sure to stop by for the next stream, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing some pretty cool stuff, so I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you in the next video.